Hello, hello. Welcome to NewsViews episode 38. Things are a bit different today. I read news all the time. Wait for it. No. Focus. Yeah. I talk about news all the time, and it's depressing to be very honest. But there's something came about today. Talking to a few people, and it got me thinking. And I wrote something down. Now I must it's very obvious or not, but I must tell you guys that I'm not like a professional YouTuber or anything, but I am working hard towards doing something, making something on this platform. And so I wrote down a rant that was in my head, and this is not a rant, it's just a few good points that maybe you guys should get to listen to from a random person on YouTube. So things are really bad all over the world. Let's agree that that's just happening. We can't really do anything about it. But what we can do is how we can discuss what we are going through and how we can deal with things a bit better. And I think that's really important at this time. And let's talk about laziness. So during COVID, what we can do after all this happens, after all this ends, is to make sure that we don't go back and go like, oh, those were bad times, and that's basically all we say and think about when we are finally done and when all of this is said and done. But ultimately, every time you come out of any kind of depression, when a person comes out of depression, and yes, COVID is bringing that out in a big way, you should be able to look back and say to yourself, I didn't muck about, I didn't waste time, I didn't do nothing at all. There is something that we should be able to do during these times while we are locked in our own homes. You should be able to say, yeah, I grew as a person during those shitty times, and I made sure that I became stronger as a person, as a human being, and as a productive member of society. I'm reading this, by the way, just so you know. So what I'm just trying to say is, I'm not saying go above and beyond every single thing, but you can literally do the basic minimum and still come out strong out of this entire situation. First, ask yourself, how many times did you insist that your boss, kept you back late at work, and basically you could not do something or the other? How many times you had that test and just, said and made the excuse that, oh, I couldn't go work out, I couldn't make that phone call, I couldn't cook that one thing I really like, that you couldn't complete or dive into that one tiny project that you actually wanted to do, that you're really passionate about. All those excuses at these tumultuous times, they're gone now. You're sitting at home and you're spending hours and hours of time on YouTube, on Netflix. You're taking long naps. You're waking up late in the afternoons. You're sleeping really late in the nights. You're saying you'll do this, you'll do that, but at the end of the day, when morning comes, we just don't do anything. Let's not blame you. We just don't want to do anything. And just ask yourself though, what's the case? What is the reason behind this? Was it always other people who were not letting you do things, or was it your own mind and your own brain and your own exhaustion that you just didn't want to do all those things, all those extra things that you could have been doing when you were going to a 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 job, all those things. And it's really obvious that in during these depressing times, it's difficult to do anything. Your motivation is completely gone. Reading about daily tragedies does not help anybody, to be very honest. But please understand that, like I said, these 20 things that were demotivating you on a daily basis, those are now gone. So maybe it's time to figure out things for yourself a little better than you have been doing all during your past life. Please understand that everyone is not privileged as you. If you are listening to this, you have an internet connection, you have a cell phone with a big screen, you have food, you have running water, you probably have a roof over your head. Everyone does not have these things, and I think it's really important to understand the predicament people are in, and understand what the situation you are in. And instead of doing instead of not doing anything at all, if for yourself, why not take this time to do things for other people? There is no harm in reaching out to other people. Make that phone call that you wanted to do, that you wanted to make. Start that little project that you wanted to help others with. Do something a little different, so you're not basically in the 9 to 5 routine anymore, but maybe you can help other people and create a routine for yourself that includes all those other things, all those other people, all those other projects that you actually wanted to go into, dive into. The simple act of helping another person will make you happy and give you a sense of achievement that will drive you to be better, feel better, sleep better. You see where I'm going with this, right? If you start sleeping better, you'll feel healthier. If you feel healthier, you'll wake up earlier. And during the length of a day, you'll get the drive within yourself to do more and do more good for yourself and other people. A simple act of kindness today can not only change your life and mindset, but also another person's mindset. Get in touch with any old friend you haven't talked to in a while. Talk to your parents. There are some kids, they just don't converse with their parents too much, and they keep on saying, oh, they're busy and they're busy. But in these times, people are reaching out to each other in ways that's completely unprecedented. This entire situation is completely unprecedented. It's a bit scary that we had to go through this major global catastrophe to figure stuff out, to find the true value of things, of people around us. But this is the hand we have been dealt now. And it's up to us to actually make it work for us as best as possible. Make sure that you extend your helping hand to other people. Um, Call your parents, tell somebody a joke. It really, I mean, even message somebody a joke. We're always sharing memes and commenting and stuff like that and fighting on the internet. The simple act of sending a voice note through WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger and just tell somebody a stupid joke, that's all you need to do to just be there for each other. And I think each other. Basically, that. I mean, you know, you could do the simple tiny act of donating something online as well if you have a little money on the side. And I'm not talking about like $100 or something. Even if you have like $5, there are so many charities online that are helping people back in Syria, in Pakistan, in the US, in the UK. There's so many charities out there right now, and all you have to do is just click a few buttons and you can just help somebody change their life for the better. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not a big deal. It doesn't take long. It doesn't cost a lot either. And if you don't want to do anything for people, do something for the other species of the planet. There are animals, there's stray animals, cats and dogs, like all over the world that are just living, that are not getting handouts anymore from people, from the roads, from the trash. Why not try to help in that way? Help animals and birds instead. Basically, put a bowl of water outside of your blah, outside of your window ledge, on the window ledge, outside your door. Just put a little, a few bones, maybe or maybe not. Some animals will come and they will really appreciate it. You're basically helping in any way possible. Why not do this? At the end of the day, you wouldn't have to go anywhere. And at the end of the day, why not make their life better by doing this? At the end of the day, you will get a similar sense of achievement because you'll make, as compared to when you help human beings, because you'll be making the world somewhat better, a tiny inkling of it a little better. And that's the important part. That will actually make you feel more positive about the things that you have done. A simple achievement of just washing your bathroom or making your bed in the morning, just simple things like that. If you ever notice, you are able to be a little happier when you do this. If you wake up and you leave your bed a complete mess in the morning, um, basically your day will go. You're not going to go back to your bedroom all day until you have to go to sleep. So it really doesn't matter. But the tiniest sense of achievement and these tumultuous times are really important. So if you make your bed early on in the morning, you will have this sense of happiness, the sense of cleanliness, and that's something that's going to help and resonate with you throughout the freaking day. And that's the good thing about it. um, Without a work routine, there's so much happiness we can create for others and ourselves. And it's time to take action. Now is the time to take action, because if you don't, and you end up coming out of this corona or COVID crap alive, and if you haven't done anything, you will feel that you have not achieved anything. You just basically suffered all the way till the end of this virus situation. And that's just something that boggles my mind. You'll start making the same damn excuses again. Oh, my boss is this, I work too long, my hours are too long. uh, you won't have anybody to blame. You need to understand that we all will not have anybody to blame when we feel like we didn't do anything during these lockdowns. And that's a point that should concern a lot of people. That's a point that is really important for you to resonate with, because at the end of the day, you wouldn't have learned anything. You wouldn't have achieved anything, and you're just going to come out and basically go back into the normal of your life. And that's something that God, or whoever you want to believe in, or whatever you want to believe in, has given us the opportunity to get this sense of being a little in control of your life when you're stuck in your own little space and there's nobody ordering you around. Make the most of it. It just might help. Um, that's basically what I wanted to say. I did write it down quite a bit. It would be I wouldn't mind actually writing this out, just copy pasting on a blog post when I publish this video. Um, but um, but yeah, that's about it. Just be there for each other, help each other. Wake up in the mornings. The earlier you wake up in the morning and work out in your room, on your kitchen floor, on your balcony, in your garden, whatever you do in the morning when you actually start strong, that kind of resonates and that sticks with you all the way till the end of the day. You will feel that, oh, the day is actually pretty long, and you can actually uh, you can actually fit a lot of activities all throughout the day, and just go with it. Just keep on achieving little by little throughout the day. What I do try, this is just my little 2 cents in addition to the 98 cents that I just added. Um, I try to wash dishes during the entire day. So throughout the day, I basically, I'll wash a couple of glasses, put it to dry. And even if there are some dishes or some utensils or something that are just dirty, just lying there, I keep it, because when I wash a couple of pieces of glasses, and it just kind of boosts my system, boosts my mind, and I go like, you know what, I did this. Now I can go make a video or do a short workout or something or the other, and that's just something that's really really rewarding for me. And the reason I actually made this video is because I wanted to share with you a way to actually reward yourself the way I reward myself throughout the day. And I hope this helps somebody. I hope people figure things out a little better. We are really, really privileged. I feel personally very, very privileged that I'm in a house. I haven't lost my job. You know, things are decent in that way. But I do understand there are a lot of people who are going through a lot of stuff. So it's not like I'm disconnected from that. But you know, all you can do is just try to help them as much as possible. At the very end, I'd just like to add, and this is again not a sponsorship, they're not paying me, but if you are in Patong, there is a group of Thai, Indian, Pakistani people, Hindus, and Muslims, and they're basically donating food on up in the street of Soy Sabai. This is right opposite the Bangla Street sign, and it's a pretty small, narrow street, and they basically give about 200 to 300 to 350 vegetarian and Indian and Thai food products. Basically, they just give people cooked food. There's social distancing happening. People are standing far apart, you know, and they do this at 11:30 all the way till about 1 o'clock. It's a very nice gesture. I think Vijay and Divan are doing this. So show them some love on their pages. They're always sending out videos, trying to show people, you know, that this is where you can get free food from. Go there, thank them, give them some love, and I hope you guys do better. And if you guys have any ideas for me, how to do things better, or if it's for my videos or if it's in my own life, some ideas that you guys can share of what you guys are doing during these corona COVID situations, these lockdowns where you can't, you know, go from district to district, as in Phuket you can't go from one area to the other of the island. Please let me know. I would really, really appreciate it. And please share, comment, like, share, comment, and there's one more. Subscribe to this channel. Take care, people. Stay well.